Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has walked out of Tihar jail after 6 months. This after the Supreme Court granted him bail in the excise policy case registered by the CBI. Kejriwal was first arrested by the Enforcement Directorate on the 21st of March in a money laundering case and subsequently by the CBI on the 26th of June when he was on the cusp of being released in the ED case. After walking out of jail, Kejriwal said his morale is higher than ever. He received a rousing welcome from AAP supporters.
ऊपर वाले ने मेरा साथ दिया क्योंकि मैं सच्चा था, मैं सही था, इसलिए भगवान ने मेरा साथ दिया। इन लोगों ने मुझे जेल में डाल दिया। इन लोगों को लगा कि केजरीवाल को जेल में डाल देंगे तो केजरीवाल के हौसले टूट जाएंगे। आज मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूं, मैं जेल से बाहर आया हूं, मेरे हौसले 100 गुना ज्यादा बढ़ गए हैं।
The two-judge Supreme Court bench differed on the legality of Kejriwal's arrest by the central agency. Ashmit Kumar joins us now. Ashmit, take us through the apex court's order.
Well, after a wait of nearly 6 months, Arvind Kejriwal walks out of Tihar jail. Arvind Kejriwal securing bail from the apex court, the Supreme Court giving him that relief as of this morning. Bear in mind, the Supreme Court was deciding on two questions, whether or not to grant him bail and whether or not his arrest by the CBI was legal. On the question of bail, this was a bench of two judges, consensus on that question. The Supreme Court saying that there is a policy of bail, not jail, that the trial is nowhere near conclusion and therefore he cannot be put in incarceration any longer, needs to be released. So the question of bail settled, but that's where things got interesting. Was his arrest by the CBI legal? Well, Justice Kant is of the view that all the procedures were complied with. There were no anomalies as such, that the CBI discharged all its necessary functions and therefore the arrest was legal. That was Justice Kant's version. Justice Bhushan, however, was extremely critical of the conduct of the CBI. Justice Bhushan observed that the CBI sprung into action after a wait of 22 months only when Arvind Kejriwal secured bail from the trial court in the ED case. This, Justice Bhushan said, demonstrated that CBI was acting only to frustrate the bail process in the ED case as far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned. Supreme Court, in fact, Justice Bhushan went on to observe that much like Caesar's wife, the CBI's conduct needs to be above board, that it has faced previously charges at being a cage parrot, that it needs to do more to dispel this notion, but it's not doing enough by the way it acted in this Kejriwal matter, that this suddenly springing into action after a 22-month wait raises questions regarding the conduct and the motivation of the CBI. So strong words, but nonetheless a disconnect on that question on the legality of arrest. This will now be decided by a larger bench.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.